Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson tonight. And before we go there, let's just discuss Blaise Pascal. In the 17th century, he formalized a philosophy that you might as well believe in God because, look, if he exists and you believe in him, you'll get into heaven. If he exists and you don't believe in him, you won't. And you might as well hedge your bets here. The rewards are so great. Just believe in him. It makes sense. Hedge your bets. This was superseded slightly in the 1720s. Voltaire, who had his own wagering system, was lying on his deathbed. He was asked by the bishop if he finally denounces the devil. He quipped back, now's not the time to be making enemies. Voltaire should know in the 1720s, the French ran a lottery where you could buy up some bonds and you would get issued with a prize based on the value of the bonds. And Voltaire noticed that the lower value bonds paid out higher value than the higher value bonds. And instead of owning one or two small value bonds, if you happen to have 10,000 small value bonds, then your return on investment was significantly greater than a rich aristocrat that might have a single $10,000 or livre, as the currency was in that time, bond, and nearly bankrupted the entire French government as a result of Voltaire's wager, this plus EV system that he ran, a sort of early day system of exploiting William Hill's great sports offers. Jake Paul, YouTube sensation, fights Mike Tyson in a few hours. This is the next in a series of YouTubers versus professional boxers. We've had Mayweather versus his brother, which ended in a weirdly no result, which can happen in these sort of catch weight boxing matches. Catch weight being a term, if you don't know, where the fighters can essentially be completely different weights as they are in this situation and still compete against each other. It was a little bit more serious with Mayweather versus McGregor, which a lot of people call the betting event of the century for sharps. Some sharps, some modelers put Mayweather at 1.02 or 1.01 in that matchup. It's difficult, you know, because you don't ordinarily get two people with such different skill sets pitching against each other. And the issue for the bookmakers is that nobody was betting on 1.02. All the money was going on McGregor, and he shorted from a 20 to 1 to an 11 to 1 to a 7 to 1 to a 5 to 1 underdog. And as he did that, of course, the other side has to move up to balance the books. And you're getting now 1.05, 1.1, 1.15, 1.2 on Mayweather, and all the sharps, the geniuses that they are, sort of clean up and sweep up on Mayweather, including Mayweather himself tried to bet on that and wasn't allowed to by the Nevada Gaming Commission. But that was two professional athletes, albeit one from boxing, one from UFC. Was the Mayweather-Paul fight a fair fight? Did it go the distance? Mayweather himself said if he wanted to finish it in the first round, he could have. And he didn't because he's a businessman and got a payday. So let's translate that over to Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's 58. I'd argue he's still stronger than Jake Paul. I mean, you tend to build muscle up through your 20s, 30s, maybe your 40s. You will start to lose it in your 50s. You'll start to lose speed, reflex, power. I'm not a boxing expert, but I do a lot of gym work, and I know a lot of strong 58-year-olds. And no matter what I did in training, Mike Tyson would smoke me in any kind of sparring battle. My personal gut feeling is this is kind of similar to Mayweather-McGregor, although the age difference is more significant. But I think if Mike Tyson wanted to finish this, even with the lighter gloves and the shorter rounds, if he wanted to finish it in round 1 or round 2, he could. And if you want to bet on that, and I still don't think it's a good bet. I mean, it's a plus EV bet, maybe, but I'm just going to talk through the logic of why I haven't got max bet on it. So in round betting, you can get Tyson round 1 at 15, Tyson round 2 at 18. So the OR of 15 and 18 is about 7.8, 7.7. Wish I wasn't doing that in my head. Can I use the calculator? So that's now available on the exchange at 9. So you're looking at about a back of 9. And if you want to, what's more likely, this is one of those situations where you've got to judge what's more likely to be efficient. The enhanced special market, where a lot of layers are playing around and holding the price up compared to backers, or the standard market, which is just recreational bettors and pro bettors and everything like that, was more efficient. I'm going to say that the standard market's more efficient, and if that's saying that the OR is 7.8 and the enhanced special is saying that it's 9, then I'm going to take some of 9. Now, I might go a little bit higher than normal. I'm not doing that in this, because here's why. I can prophesize that Tyson, as I said, could probably end this in round 1 if he wanted to. But if he did, what would happen? Think about this. This is a complete money spinner. This is pantomime. This is WWF. This isn't real boxing. And it's being live streamed on Netflix, who, as far as I know, pretty much dance the wokey cokey, right? They're in cahoots with Disney and all the other woke Gen Zers, right? Now, Tyson wins in round 1 by a thunderbolt uppercut. Jake Paul's head explodes. He's in a coma for 3.5 months. And everybody's chanting on the streets of Philadelphia with placards saying, "End the YouTube fighters. Somebody, for the love of God's going to get killed." Of course, no one's campaigning in hurling or Formula One or for safety in any of the sports, but that would definitely happen. The safety priority and overall well-being of the beloved YouTubers must come first, especially with the younger generation. So people will lose their minds if Tyson sparks him in round 1. And Mayweather knew this, and that's why he didn't. Mayweather's a businessman. He made a lot of money for him, his kids, his kids' kids. The Mayweather family tree won't have to work until we're far into living on Mars, right? Tyson's a little bit more hot-headed. I'm pretty sure if he told Tyson to do something, he wouldn't do it. But then this has been going on for weeks and months and months and months. And it's going to be not scripted, but there's definitely going to be a lot of people invested in this from Netflix, from the millions of pounds that are involved, billions of pounds around the world in the pay-per-view and whatever. Look, this is not finishing in round. It just isn't finishing in round 1. You want a 1.01? It's 1.01 for this not to finish in round 1, as opposed to the 1.05 it technically is, given the, or 1 point whatever, the reciprocal of 15. It's not ending in round 1. It's not ending in round 1. It's not ending in round 2. It just won't happen unless Tyson goes off script. That's the only chance this ends in round 1 or round 2. So I'm on the bet because one market is benchmarked against another market, and I've separated myself completely from the analytical decision making. And ordinarily I would have bet a little bit higher, and I'm not betting a little bit higher. I'm betting lower. So where am I going? I'm going to go the distance. Go the distance is nearly 2-1 on the exchanges, maybe 15-8. To me, that makes a lot more sense. Only £20,000 matched on that compared to the 3 million on Jake Paul, who opened at 1.5 and is currently 1.5. That's how little anyone knows about what the hell to do with this betting market. Mike Tyson opened at 4 and is currently 4. Nobody knows what's going to go. So, and there's 3.3 million, and none of that 3.3 million has a clue. I'm telling you that now. Round betting, 60,000 on that. Knockdown specials, you know. I can't believe Mike Tyson to be knocked down as 1.7 and Jake Paul as 2.4. I'd have those the other way around. I can actually prophesize Tyson wanting to make a point. But he's probably good enough that he knows how to make a point to knock him down, just not hard enough that he's Sparko and he'll get back up again. I can see that. I like Go the Distance. I like Go the Distance at 2.8, but what do I know about boxing? Nothing. What do I know about WWF? Not the Wildlife Fund. A little bit more. What do I know about Voltaire? I liked his wager. I liked the way he wasn't getting involved in something that was outside of his sphere of interest. And for me, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is fascinating. It's theatre. It's pantomime. Am I staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning? No. Am I on Tyson to win in round 1 or round 2? Yes. Do I like it? No. I hate it. So I'm going Jake Paul, Mike Tyson to go the distance at 4 o'clock in the morning. God bless you if you're betting on this event. The police have come to arrest me for doing just that.